Are we live?
We're live.
No intro music today. Okay, threw me off guard.
It introed, but not for us.
Okay. Well, in that case, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Star Wars After Hours.
Is your voice, like, extra low right now for some reason?
Does it sound low?
Yeah, like you're sounding like...
Do I sound deep?
Yeah. Like, did you become more of a man in the last, like, month and a half that we've been not recording?
I don't think so. I'm 27. I mean, I don't think my balls dropped anymore.
I wonder if it's just, like, the mic or something.
I don't know. But I'm Stefan Spolino.
And I am Josh Combs.
It's been a while. If you dig what you're hearing, you can give us 5 stars on iTunes. That would be rad. Go check out our website. Lots of good stuff on there. Lots of links to other things. You can find all our episodes there. It's a good place to be. If you like Star Wars, I gotta say.
It's a good place to be. Try like spinning around your microphone. I have a feeling that it's just out of the wrong end because when I
Is this a different mic?
It's the same mic. You just have to spin it where this is towards you, and then push it down. So at your party, Landon messed around with this one and got everything all undone. So I had to just fix it a little bit earlier.
Okay, well, if I talk into the side like this,
Well,
does that sound okay? Ah, look at that.
wow. Okay. That
Better?
makes sense. Yeah.
It's not
much
throwing
better.
you off?
Yeah. It's not throwing me off. It was giving like a weird spike.
I was like a deep boy.
Yeah, you're like a real deep boy.
It's like one deep boy.
Yeah. It's like you inhaled some chemical. What is the chemical? Like Freon or something that you can inhale. It makes your voice deep.
Mulia. Helium backwards.
The
Is that what it is?
anti-helium.
The anti-helium?
It's just anti-helium.
Mulia. Helium. Muila. Yeah, it's Muila.
Do you know what I love is when people have you ever heard someone name their child Nevea?
No.
Oh, I've heard it a few times. Super like trashy name.
Nivea?
Yeah, because it's heaven backwards.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I've never heard Nivea.
Yeah, it's...
I've heard some weird names. Nivea is not one of them.
Yeah. It does sound kind of like a Star Wars character.
Nivea.
Nevea.
I mean, if we can have Enfys Nest, then we can have Nivea, right? Nivea. Well, I guess we should start talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
How are we kicking this one off, Josh?
We're kicking this one off with something real cool.
Okay.
So this is something that is not really Star Wars news, but it is... Oh, it's kind of Star Wars news. So, Disney Imagineering released this video that shows their new stuntronics. They're animatronics that are like acrobatic.
Oh, goodness.
So they plan to use these on like stunt shows and maybe even movies. So let's look at this video really quick and check it.
Stuntronics. Whoa. I'm not gonna lie, this is a little creepy. We have, it's exactly what it sounds like. Stuntronics. It's robots doing acrobatic maneuvers.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. They just, like, they're being launched from something. So it's not like they're, like, jumping on their own, but still.
Yeah, but they, like, do poses, and it's very odd.
Yeah, it's like basically they move their body just like a acrobat would move their body, like
or like a superhero.
So this is something that Attractions Magazine released here. Walt Disney Imagineering continues to amaze with its latest development called Stuntronics. Born out of an experiment called Stickman, as reported by Matthew Panzarino. I like that last name.
Panzarino.
Yeah.
That's a solid last name.
Yeah, what does that mean? That's like some type. That sounds like a pizza, like a off-brand pizza product.
Like a freezer pizza?
Yeah.
Panzarino?
Yeah.
I agree. My eye is really itchy.
Do you need like eye drops?
That'd be dope if you have some.
I don't have them in my pocket. I have them in the other room. Should I just go grab them? Well, I'm gonna go grab them. We're live. Don't matter, because you can just read through this.
Yeah, I'll keep reading through this.
Yeah.
My eye is like, I can't even like see out of it. It's very itchy.
Yeah, that would make this not good. So
okay,
I'll be
well,
right back.
All right. So Matthew, Frozen Pizza. The autonomous robotic figures can perform extreme stunts 60 feet in the air. And if you're watching live, you probably saw the video. It's quite impressive. With precision and accuracy that can be replicated perfectly each time. These robots even have the ability to strike comic book superhero-worthy poses as they fly through the air and correct their path as they go to stick the perfect landing. It is true, all of it, and it's quite impressive. And this is a quote here. So what this is about is the realization we came to after seeing where our characters are going on screen, said Tony Dohey, a lead Imagineer on the project, to TechCrunch. Whether they be Star Wars characters, or Pixar characters, or Marvel characters, or our own animation characters, is that they're doing all these things that are really, really active. And so that becomes the expectation our park guests have, that our characters are going all these things on screen. Maybe doing. Maybe it was supposed to say doing. Are doing all these things on screen. But when it comes to our attractions, what are our animatronic figures doing? We realized we kind of have a disconnect there. Do we? I don't know. I feel like when I go on rides, I'm not too concerned about what the animatronics are doing. I'm personally more interested in going up really high and going down fast and doing some fun loops and things like that. But I appreciate some good animatronics, just not on my rides. And let's see. When it comes to our attractions, I guess it doesn't have to be like a roller coaster. This realization led to Imagineering to create this stunt double concept, and the possibilities for stuntronics in the parks are seemingly endless. We could finally see Spider-Man do a flip on command with perfect precision, see Jedi use the Force to make prequel-esque aerial maneuvers, yes please, in a lightsaber battle, or even someday see these robots replace humans in stunt shows like the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular at Disney's Hollywood Studios. It will most certainly be a long while before we see the Stuntronics in action in the parks, though even the earliest look at this new project is both promising and exciting for what's to come. Yeah, I mean, how could you not be excited about that? It's pretty wild if you see the video. It's something I would just hit up YouTube, look up Stuntronics, or Stuntronics is how it's spelled. STUN Tronics, TRONICS. And it's pretty easy to see how we could have some, as it relates to Star Wars, cool lightsaber battles, or, you know, Force use of the scenes of, you know, acrobatic, prequel-y, kind of jumping around stuff. But imagine how wild we could get the saber fights. I mean, they've been kind of constrained so far in the sequel trilogy. Imagine if we had some stunt robots and they could just go at it. They could be the actors don't have to learn the sequence. The sequence could just be programmed into these robots, and then I'm not sure how you would get Daisy Ridley's face onto one robot, or Adam Driver's face onto another one, or, you know, whoever's fighting Snoke when he comes back to life, or Luke Skywalker when Luke turns into Snoke and then fights himself or something. I mean, the possibilities are endless. They really are. And it'd be great for like mocap characters like Snoke, as I was just talking about. Thanks for the eye drops, Josh.
You're quite welcome.
Imagine how good this would be for that. You don't have to do pure mocap is what I was trying to say. Pure mocap. You could do the Stuntronics, and then it'd probably, I'm guessing, be easier to like overlay, you know, Snoke's face or whoever's face onto this if you already have it, than just creating it in digital, or however they do it. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. But looks cool.
Yeah, a cool thing is how it kind of with, you know, what you're saying with motion capture, it's straight, you know, they could use the same motion capture for both the CG figure and the Stuntronic figure. So say they're doing the same stunt or whatever on a wire or something similar to that. If they need it to look a certain way, they can do motion capture both ways, you know?
Yeah. I was just talking about how we could get some cool like prequel-y, you know, aerial Jedi action, or how even in the future, probably, I mean, definitely, probably not by the next movie it'll be ready, but how more intricate the saber fights could be, because you could basically, instead of having the actors, like, do you know how long it probably took Hayden Christensen and oh my god, what's his name, Obi-Wan,
Ewan McGregor.
yeah, Ewan McGregor, to learn the fight on Mustafar? Probably forever, dude. And you could just, I'm assuming when it gets to that point, program these robots to fight each other, and that'd just save everybody's time. And
but then those robots will take over the world.
Yeah, those robots will know how to fight like Jedi.
Dude, that would not be good. What if that was the uprising? It was for entertainment reasons. It was like they're like stunt robots.
Stunt robots.
And they're sick of their lack of pay. They became self-aware, and they formed a union, and they did a strike against the Writers Guild, or the Stuntmen's Guild. I don't know.
I think you should get on that laptop there, write this down, and pitch it back to Disney. Hey, so I watched your Stuntronics video. Here's what I think.
They're gonna take over the world, but like the evil way, not like the cool way. They're going to take over the world.
Say you'll offer to direct it.
Yeah. I'll direct the movie where you turn into the evil person who designed the AI robot stunt fighting. Like, think about that. Like, just getting a real battle droid.
Yeah. There you
Like,
go. Battle droids.
Like,
Actually
real,
sick ones, though.
Like, real actual battle droids. That would be cool. Imagine going back to that prequel era with stuff like that. Because they're already doing that with astromechs and things like that.
Yeah.
And some of the other droids, too. Still in the sequel trilogy. Sequel trilogy and the, the spin-off movies. What do you call them?
Standalones.
Star Wars stories. They're
Star Wars stories.
Star Wars stories. Yeah, but a lot can be done with these stuntronics, and it's gonna be really cool. So.
Oh, it's gonna be rad.
Yeah. So next, I think let's go into some really cool news that I'm really excited about.
Billy back. Billy D. Williams reprising role as Lando Calrissian. The actor is returning for episode 9. And this is pretty much confirmed, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is the Hollywood Reporter. Sometimes
Haven't we done stories in the Hollywood Reporter that like
didn't come true? Yeah, but so one thing was that they had to cancel a convention appearance, several convention appearances, because of his filming schedule. And they already kind of have his filming schedule set. And I don't remember where I read it. Maybe it was on Reddit. I think I read it on Star Wars Leaks.
Star Wars Leaks? Yeah, I always go there.
That he had like a pretty long schedule for filming.
Really?
Yeah, so he's going to be a pretty decent, screen time. He's going to have a lot of screen time, and they're comparing it to kind of like DJ.
That's not that long.
But
that shouldn't take very long.
It would.
He was
take
in
that but that type of character, I guess, like a side quest character. But I don't like that. I think so.
Neither do I.
Here's my main question, or one of them. Well, first question about Lando Calrissian, especially after seeing Solo. Is he still going to be creepy?
You know what? I never thought of him as creepy before Solo, like at all. I thought he was just.
What have we here?
Well, I just thought he was a pussy hound.
Yeah.
That's probably a gross way to put it, but I just thought he loved the ladies and was kind of like Mr. Suave, I didn't think he was. I didn't find him creepy at all. But
he's a little creepy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would come off very strange if, we have a couple pictures of him. This is from episode 5, it looks like, and this is him, looks like at the Solo premiere. If he's still spitting game looking like that, it might come off a little, odd.
Maybe they'll put CGI makeup on him, make him look younger.
Yeah, that's some creepy grandpa stuff.
He's 81 years old. Isn't that it's kind of crazy. What would he be doing in the actual Star Wars universe at 81 years old?
Probably not much. And he looks 81.
Yeah, he does. Sorry, but Billy D looks like an old man.
Yeah.
And He drank quite a bit of Colt 45.
Did he?
Yeah,
Is that what did it?
probably. That was his commercial.
Oh. I mean, we all age, but some more gracefully than others. He just, he looks his age. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, so I'm wondering what role he's going to have. Is he going to take a leadership role where he's kind of taking over for Leia, like leading the resistance? One thing I heard was that he would be involved with Maz, and we would see more of Maz in
I could see that.
episode 9.
I could definitely see that.
He's like Al Pacino in Godfather Part 3. Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in.
So what you're saying is we're going to get like a 25-second like Battlefront like video game hologram of him talking about trade disputes a day after his castle got blown up, and then that'll be it.
I'm talking about they're going to have to go to him and want him to help out or something, and then he doesn't want to because he's like pretty chill doing what he's doing already. But then Maz has to like sweeten the deal somehow. And maybe give him another robot romantic interest.
Please, God, no.
What? Okay, what happened to Lobot? Did he die?
I don't think so.
Where is he?
I don't know. Maybe he got maybe he's just on Cloud City, servicing himself or whatever.
Servicing himself?
He was Lando's servant, right? Maybe
Yeah.
he just serves himself now by servicing himself.
Yeah. I think he might have been more than a servant.
Yeah.
He got Lobot right after L3.
That'd be I don't even know if it'd be cool to see Lobot. I don't know. I don't care if I see Lobot or not, to be honest. Lobot's weird. He's just like a... Lobot makes me uncomfortable.
He does. If I was in a room with him, like, I really wouldn't like it.
Yeah,
Like, if it was just me and him.
It'd be very uncomfortable. You're like,
Yeah.
you look like a human, but like you're a robot. You're like an android.
You're like, hey.
Hey. Like you can think, but you're not
It's
really
just-
there.
Yeah, he's like, he can see you, but there's no reason for him to move or say anything because he hasn't been told to do so. So he's not going to. He's like a palace guard, whatever, for Queen of England.
He's just lights and clockwork.
And part human. But also Falcon. Do you think that Lando will have a reunion with the Falcon?
That'd be cool, but the way the sequel trilogy has been going, probably not.
Do you think that the Falcon's going to be crashed or exploded or something in 9? Or do you think it's going to last after that?
I think JJ knows how valuable the Falcon is to Star Wars. And I don't think that's something he would do. But there has been a rumor about that.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those 4chan things, but...
4chan things.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Is it coded Elsagate comments?
No, it was one of those, like... I worked for Lucasfilm and I quit because I got so fed up and this is what happens and they're shitting on Star Wars, and it was like I actually got a kick out of it. It was like Snoke comes back to life, and that's the main part that I remember. Oh, the Falcon gets blown up. Kylo fucks up the Falcon, and Leia isn't dead somehow. Yeah, I don't know.
That would be weird. But it's also going to be weird
If she's just not there.
if she's just not there and they don't explain how she's dead, or if they have to do a weird death scene in CG. Like, I don't know what they're going to do about that. If there's going to be a time jump to where Lando's already there, you know? So it's like a few years later and they're like on Takadana or something like that. And I don't know.
I think they just need to slow it down.
Yeah.
There needs to be a time jump, and then they need to just fucking relax and tell the story and not just like zip around everywhere and fucking... I don't want to meet Lando and then like 10 minutes later he doesn't matter anymore and they're like off to the next thing, and you know, just fucking relax and pay tribute to the character, and
I want to keep
have him do
everyone together
something.
too.
Yeah. Like the big three of Finn, Poe, and Rey have like 30 seconds of screen time together, right? The whole thing is I thought we were going to be going on adventures with all of them, and it was going to be like the new Han, Leia, and Luke, and it just hasn't really played out that way. Which, I mean, is fine, but let's get all those characters together and, you know, go on a cool adventure.
And that's what I really liked about Solo too. Is that you're following that one group through this adventure, and
yeah,
it's
they
like,
squad up, dude.
Yeah,
it was Star Warsy.
Yeah,
they squad up, and they Lando squads out at the end. But I mean, they were mostly squatted. But they just go on a cool adventure into the maw and escape the giant jellyfish, and I don't know, lots of cool shit happened.
Lots. Solo was good. I don't care what they say.
Solo was good. Solo was fun.
Yeah.
It's taking too long to come out on DVD, though. I don't think it's till September.
That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what they're going to do with deleted scenes.
I hope there's many.
I hope so. And I hope that they leave in stuff that's like... that was directed by Chris Miller and Phil Lord.
Me too. So we can see how goofy it is.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'm very curious. Because, I mean...
I really am too, to be honest. I want to see, like, how bad it was. You know what I mean?
I think most of it was that they were taking so long and wasting so much money. Because they were doing too many takes. So it's like when you're doing one scene over and over again, like 20 times, because you just want to get the correct one, like you want it perfect.
Yeah.
And you don't know how to exactly, you know, get that out of an actor. You're just wasting an entire day. And everyone's getting paid.
That's
that.
true.
So lighting people, all the, you know, camera, sound, everyone. You know, plus the actors get paid a ton.
There's that, but there's also rumors of Space Ventura.
Yeah, Space Han Solo, Space Ventura.
Han Solo, Space Ventura. Yeah, so I'm interested in that as well. And I do hope... Yeah, I do want to see some Phil Miller Lord shit.
Phil Miller
Chris Lord Miller.
Yeah. I had something else about him. Oh, but do you think he will have a robot partner of some sort?
I hope not. I'd rather just focus on him.
Do you think he'll have a female partner? Human?
I hope not. Let's just meet Lando.
Yeah.
Let's have the new characters meet up with Lando. I'm curious if they would have heard of him or not. I mean, the guy's obviously got a big reputation to us, but I wonder if he's so big in the galaxy at large
Yeah, and I'm wondering if he is still a gambler.
Yeah. Also, what did he do after the after episode 6 when everything was hunky dory? Like, why isn't he part of the resistance? Like, why have we not heard anything from or about him? And sadly, I think bringing him in, Billy D, that is, and Lando, is almost kind of a last resort. I don't think he was ever even planned to be in the sequel trilogy. And Han's gone. They can still do things with Luke, but he's going to be a Ghost.
Yeah.
And
get used.
Carrie Fisher, unfortunately is no longer with us. So they bring in Lando for 9.
And is that something that J.J. Abrams wanted from the start? Is that something that they did because of Solo? Or do you think that's something that they did because of Carrie Fisher?
I think that it can totally be a confluence of all three. Every Star Wars fan should want Lando in the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And JJ is a Star Wars fan. Carrie, I think really threw a wrench. I think we're never gonna get the ending that we were supposed to get, and they'll never admit it, but I think they're probably behind the scenes. I think that fucked a lot of things up.
Yeah.
And I think they really were scrambling and had to put something together. And I think the popularity of the way Donald Glover played Lando kind of like brought the character back into relevance.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think the timing kind of aligned, and the external circumstance, Carrie Fisher, and then the fact that we probably should have had him from the beginning, and it all works out. I mean, it's great, but they probably should have done it earlier.
Yeah, because
in my opinion,
unless there's like a really interesting reason why he wasn't there and where he is, where he's hiding out, if he owns another mining colony, if he's out there just a random gambler.
Well, let me ask you something. At this point, what is the point of Maz, and why could that not have been Lando?
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that means that he's got.
She has the lightsaber, right? And that never got explained.
Yeah.
Probably won't, the way things are looking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Lando could have just as easily, he was on Cloud City for a little bit more, right? He could have been the one that found it.
Yeah.
I mean, why couldn't Maz have just been Lando and there had been no Maz? And I like Maz. I don't have a issue with Maz at all, but I'm just saying, there was space for Billy D, and I just don't know why it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, we're getting him now, so just pay respect to the character and don't fuck him up anymore and make him like creepy or weird. Just have him be classic Lando and help out the heroes and be a hero himself and give us all fond memories, and that's it. That's all I ask.
Yeah. I wonder what his hair is going to look like.
Well, if it's anything like this picture, not great.
It's going to be slicked back like Ice-T.
I think that's probably what they'll do, man. I don't know how many other options he has.
All right. Well, really quick, I want to talk about our sponsors.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk about them.
So, first of all, we have something new.
Okay.
And we now have a Patreon.
Yes, Patreon.
So, here's the deal. If you pay $3.99 per month, You're going to get new cool stuff every week. You're going to get special bonus episodes when we do those. You're going to get exclusive giveaways only for supporters. I'm going to upload the shows ad-free, so you don't have to hear us doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't even have to hear that. Also, early access to all uncensored, unedited episodes 3 days before they're posted on iTunes. So it is only $3.99 per month to support the podcast and receive cool stuff and bonus content and anything we can't post on Facebook, YouTube, or the audio feed. So,
sounds like not that bad of a deal.
Yeah, because we're gonna start talking about some other cool stuff.
We might talk some non-Star Wars stuff as well.
Yeah,
if you're interested in our opinions on any of that.
Yeah, here's just a little preview. Not a preview, but one of the shows, one of the bonus episodes that we're gonna have. It's called The Cool Shit Show.
Cool Shit Show.
And it's gonna be about things that we think is cool.
Yeah. Different like prehistoric animals maybe that I find online.
Yeah.
We can talk about that.
New findings.
Yeah, new findings.
We could talk about.
That's one thing that I like to talk about. some new findings. We both like video games. We can talk some video games.
Yeah. We can do that. We can talk about that cool shit. We have the Star Wars video game though.
I can tell you like my favorite Mexican foods.
Ooh, we could do that.
My favorite pizza toppings.
Yeah.
Most underrated meats.
Ooh, let's actually start with that one. Let's just do that right now.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the most underrated meat?
So there's two off the top of my head that I've been really enjoying lately that I don't hear people talking about. The first one is bratwurst.
Okay. Yeah, you've been on a bratwurst kick.
I have been on a bratwurst kick.
The last times I've been hanging out with you.
So I've been buying bratwurst. Josh can attest to that. And I've been doing a couple different things with them. You slit them open and you soak them in beer. It's like a whole, they are called, they're marketed sometimes as beer brats. And it just... you
don't have to justify it to me, Stefan.
Yeah, well, I'm just explaining. They soak in this beer and it gives them this really nice, just a little like a little sniff of alcohol at the end as it's going down your throat.
A little sniff.
Yeah, so they're very versatile. The thing I love about brats is you can stick them in a hot dog bun. And they're better than any hot dog. You don't have to worry about hot dogs are made out of, Jell-O and noses and shit like that. Brats, it's a much higher quality meat. So I don't think about noses while I'm eating a brat dog.
Yeah, I just think of like a pork snout. Like that's what I'm eating in this regular Oscar Mayer.
Or like eyelids and just weird, kind of gross.
Yeah, like that meat between the hooves.
Yeah, or like tonsils. Whatever's gross, I just think about that while I'm eating a hot dog, and I just can't really do hot dogs, but I can do brat dogs. So that's one way to do it. The other way that I've been doing is getting some good mustards and some good mustard combos. I love like some yellow mustard with some what's that Chinese red shit? Sriracha. Some sriracha mustard.
Sriracha.
Yeah. Chop the brats up. I'm gonna wrap this up quickly, don't worry. And then the last thing that I did that has been really great is I baked some brats and I coined them. I chopped them up into coins. I made a pizza. I had some garlic white sauce, mozzarella, brats, caramelized onion, and just a light amount of mushrooms. And then over the top, I drizzled some Dijon.
Mm-hmm. That actually sounds really good.
It was it was out of control.
Right now.
It was out of control.
Good.
So I just listed a lot of things that I like about brats. And the second one, which I'm not going to tell you anything about, hanger steak.
Oh, okay.
You can Google it. And
hanger steak.
Hanger steak. Again, very versatile, very soft, very easy to eat. But that's just a preview. I talked about brats for probably a couple minutes too long.
Just tonight for dinner, I had some brats.
So did I.
they're cut into pieces with Brussels sprouts. Cut up Brussels sprouts in olive oil.
Oh shit! What do you know, dude? How about that?
I support your brat.
That's
your
an
brat
underrated
talk.
meat.
Oh, brat talk.
Brat talk.
Oh my god, we just figured out that's another bonus show.
So
Brat
yeah,
talk.
if you just want, meats, I'll talk about some dinosaurs and shit. Just, general interest, like cool shit only. And if you just want to get like a leg up on like life and like meat and like being a man and, lizards and shit and dinosaurs.
How to catch lizards.
I'll give it all. Underrated creatures.
Underrated creatures.
We'll do underrated meats, like underrated creatures, dude. I got some of those in the bag too. Some underrated creatures that you should look out for.
Yeah.
Look out for in your local, wilderness trips. Underrated creatures. There are some out there. I know them. So stay tuned, dude. It'll be worth it.
I like that. We just made up like 4 different shows that we're gonna have as bonus shows if you pay $3.99 per month, and that helps us out because we're doing all this stuff, and we took a break because just a bunch of things.
Yeah, I got really sick and I had a birthday and something happened last week. I don't remember what it was.
I don't know. And then one week I was sick.
And then Josh was sick, yeah.
And then there's a whole thing. But you know what? We're coming back. We're coming back with a vengeance. And you know what? We're not going to let it stop us because we're going to get on Patreon and we're going to have some bonus content. So get on that. Next, Audible. Let's do the rest of them quick.
Okay. Go to our website. Click on the link, audibletrial.com. Look up some Star Wars things. If you cancel before a certain time, I forget, Josh probably knows it, you get to keep the audiobook and you don't have to pay Nathan
30 days.
30 days. That's a month.
A single month unless it's February.
Then you're a day short, right?
Wait.
I don't like 29-day months.
I don't like that. That's kind of weird. Like
I like having one extra day.
Kind of,
I'd rather have 31
days
than 29.
Yeah. Leap years are weird too. That's a weird thing.
Yeah, but also it's a rare occasion, so most of the time you're going to have that for 30 days. So support us that way, and then go get yourself some comics. Same process, website, mycomicshop.com. Graded, raw, Star Wars, not Star Wars. You can get them all there. And other cool ways to support the show.
Yeah. That's a cool thing. Just go to the website. I also redid the website, so now each episode's there. There's links to everything. There's links to the videos. There's all of the cool things that we've done. Also, we're on SoundCloud now. So,
Oh yeah,
if you want to
SoundCloud.
listen to us on SoundCloud.
We actually started on SoundCloud, and then we took about a year absence, and now apparently we're back. That's great.
Yeah, because they only let you post like a certain amount of hours
Gotcha.
unless you pay them.
Gotcha.
Anyways, we're on SoundCloud. Check us out there. Otherwise, we're on Facebook Live right now, and usually every week. Whoa. Did you hear that?
I did. I definitely heard that.
Okay, this is
You're
my
right.
microphone check. 1, 2, what is this? Okay, at Star Wars After Hours for Instagram and at SW After Hours for Twitter. Okay. So, there was an interesting story I found. And it was about this Hollywood scammer.
This is such a weird story.
Yeah. So there's this lady who's impersonating producers and other Hollywood bigwigs, including Kathleen Kennedy, the president. Is she president of Lucasfilm? CEO? One of those?
I don't care what she is.
She's a producer of all of the Star Wars now.
Yeah, she's kind of the head. She's like one ring below Iger, I think, is what she is, right?
She's the top of Lucasfilm.
she's
Iger's the top of
Disney.
Disney.
So yeah, she's right below Iger.
So yeah, basically this scammer is getting getting actors, getting different crew, hairstylists, things like that, offering them roles in movies, telling them that they are going to go to somewhere like Indonesia or something, and basically this woman has made like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars off of these scams.
This is fucking crazy how this lady has not gotten caught yet.
Yeah. And do you know what's funny? Especially because she's an impersonator. Do you know who they hired to find her? Nick Kroll's brother, Jeremy Kroll. He has he's I guess like a Hollywood private investigator or something like that.
No way.
Yeah, Nick Kroll, comedian Nick Kroll. He's like one of the biggest like impressionists. He has all the different characters and stuff that he does.
I like Nick Kroll.
I really like Nick Kroll, especially Kroll Show. We use Kroll Show lingo all the time.
I'm not afraid of any ghost.
Definitely.
For shark.
So, yeah, continue. You tell us. Start talking.
Yeah, well, I mean, first of all, I wish somebody would successfully impersonate Kathleen Kennedy and take her job. But that's besides the point. Yeah, I'm one of those guys.
Oh, hold on. Let me interject. One of the people who were scammed was this actor named Rudy Reyes. And he's got a pretty messed up backstory.
Really?
It's real sad.
That is sad. I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Now.
Was that in this article here?
I don't think so.
Okay, so basically someone, or not someone, this same person, this woman, she impersonated the producer Beau Flynn, who produced Rampage, who is, has some connections with, Kathleen Kennedy. She basically said that she was asking for Kathleen Kennedy and offered him a role in Indiana Jones 5.
Wow.
Yeah, and then she started sending him sexual text messages and stuff like that, and a bunch of weird things. And then he ended up backing out before he got scammed, but it was the same person.
Damn. I also read that she was impersonating. Oh, here it is, right here. Military advisors. What does that mean? Oh, manipulated, not impersonating. She had reportedly manipulated military advisors. Here's a gross part. If you can just picture someone that looks like Kathleen Kennedy doing this. One particularly wild part of the scam, while interviewing several military advisors for a potential project, according to a THR source who says he rebuffed her advances, the woman had talked military operators into Skype sex.
Skype sex, huh? I like how they have to drop the actual company name, Skype. Can't they just say like video or like internet or like something like that, you know? So specific.
Apparently this person might be Asian. People who have spoken with her say they can detect a very, very slight markers in her diction that point to Asian nationality. So, Asian Kathleen Kennedy.
In case two investigators believe she might be Asian.
Fuck. Asian Kathleen Kennedy. Interesting.
You want roll?
You want roll?
What roll you want? I think you're confused. This isn't a scam artist. This is a sushi restaurant.
Oh, God.
You want Indiana Jones 5? Number 5?
Skype masturbation now.
I don't know what Kathleen Kennedy sounds like. Maybe this is her.
I know, right? How do you fuck that up?
Foreign accent syndrome.
Some Asian lady that's like, give me $3,000 and masturbate in front of me on Skype, and you can be an Indiana Jones. Like, fuck, dude, it's legit. I'll give you $3,000. How do you fuck that up? I mean,
it's just such a stupid.
This is the dumbest story. Like,
but the funniest thing is this lady has not been caught yet. I can't find this person.
I mean, like, how down on your luck do you have to be to get like, fuck, fly out to Indonesia, jack off in front of me, and give me $3,000. All while this fucking like Asian Kathleen Kennedy is talking to you. You're like, come on, man. There's no way this is legit.
Yeah. Like, some people gave into it, though. Some people.
That's why it's a story, and that's why it's funny.
And so this is one of the guys. This is Rudy Reyes. He was a Marine, and he was born to a United States Marine father en route to Vietnam. And he was raised by his grandparents until 1976, when both his grandmother and grandfather died in the same year.
Ugh, brutal.
And then he spent the next few years being shuffled between relatives and eventually the Omaha Home for Boys. His childhood hero was Bruce Lee, and at 15, Reyes started studying Kung Fu. At 17, Reyes emancipated himself and took custody of his two younger brothers, after which he moved to Kansas City, Missouri. There he continued to study and teach Kung Fu with his brothers. They both worked at Lucille's restaurant. I don't know why that matters, but he served in Iraq and Afghanistan. There's something else sad about his life. I don't know. He was in some stuff though. Whatever.
Well, yeah, good for him. He didn't fall for it.
Yeah. He looks, I mean, he has some striking good looks. Look at that dude. That dude's like ripped.
He does have muscles.
He's carrying a rock
on one of his shoulders.
I wonder if there's something that like all of the actors have in common. Like you can like track it down, like which ones they're like certain aspects of those actors that she's into. You can find the next. It's like Minority Report.
God.
Asian Minority Report.
This is the weirdest story, dude.
But yeah, it's somehow Star Wars.
No, really, it's me, Kathleen.
You be new Darth Vader.
Very good, Darth Vader.
Okay, this show is great.
Yeah, this is going off the rails here.
Okay,
James Mangold, right? Is that where we're at?
Yep, that is what we're at, and we talked about this last episode because the last episode was about Boba Fett. We're real excited, but
I need to pump the brakes. Apparently,
yeah,
wasn't that reported by the Hollywood Reporter?
I believe so.
I believe so too. So see, we got to take some grains of salt.
So first thing I want to do is go back to something that he said on July 5th. At the point when writing and directing big franchises has become the emotionally loaded equivalent of writing a new chapter of the Bible, with the probable danger of being stoned and called a blasphemer, for real though, then a lot of bolder minds are going to leave these films to hacks and corporate boards. That's seems like aimed straight at Lucasfilm. And it's and also straight at the fans of Star Wars. It's if you're going to keep on being like this towards directors and actors, no one good is going to be doing it. They're just going to have generic shit that they're going to pump out and they don't even care. You want to have writers and directors who care, and they're getting pushed away from these roles or these positions. And yeah, so right there, someone said Eric Casses said they already have Mangold. If you feel that is the case, Eric, go ahead, Stefan.
Well, the first response is to the last sentence. A lot of bolder minds are going to leave these films to hacks and corporate boards. And the first response is by a guy that's saying, well, they already have. And then Mangold kind of says, if you feel that is the case, if you feel the filmmakers are just corporate tools and powerless, then why bitch at us? In the case of Rian Johnson and Chris McQuarrie, I assure you these cats are not owned. They actually fight your battles behind the scenes. This is a pretty good thread here. I might just rattle off a couple more of these.
Go for it.
And the response to that was, oh, like the battle of those who waited 34 real years waiting to see Luke Skywalker triumphantly return as a grimy, jaded, and suicidal codger? Yes, that's exactly the battle we fought. Give us a depressed Luke, now! That's the only arc that makes sense after Return of the Jedi. Winky face. To which Mangold replies, there are realities you are overlooking. Yes, they waited 34 years. I don't think that's Ryan's fault, and the actor who played Luke was now 66. So maybe you should be angry at George for jumping back to the prequels. Dicey territory there, Mangold. And didn't JJ already establish Luke's look and tone in Force Awakens?
Yeah, so it's how can you blame Ryan for what JJ already kickstarted for him?
Yes.
Yeah, this is an interesting thread.
This is a very interesting thread. I might have to look at this when I get home. I don't want to read the whole thing right now. Yeah, there's lots of... you can kind of see inside Mangold's mind a little bit. On one hand, I think that he has to, all these people I think are friends, and Mangold's not going to just shit on Ryan Johnson, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's almost like, like NBA players or NFL players. It's almost like they're on a sports team, right? If one of them comes under heat, these directors typically don't just shit on each other. They're all kind of like buddy, and try and look out for each other. But, I understand the point he was trying to make, but I think it was, he came at it the wrong way. I don't think he's arguing it correctly. Thing about Star Wars is it's more than just a movie, right? And I think he's being a little bit dramatic when he says it's the loaded equivalent of writing a new chapter of the Bible. That's probably a step too far. Right? I think that people...
It's close.
I guess.
In popular culture right now, if you think about how many
is
people
almost religion.
Care, it is, it's almost a actual religion.
Yeah, I could see that actually. But to say like people shouldn't even try is kind of like, I kind of thought better of him than that, especially after, Logan, and the guy's got vision. I think you can have it both ways. I think it is kind of a ridiculous task. Like Star Wars is one of the biggest things right now and like ever in popular culture, but there's a way to like make it good. And if you just don't make it suck and listen to the fans, it's like not that we're not like, we're kind of hard to please. I get it, but like there's been so many missteps. Like the quality of the sequel trilogy and like the Rogue One and Solo have been great. The quality is great, but just some of the decision making has been like very, very puzzling, and
it's questionable.
Yeah, it's very questionable. And there's just a way to do it that's like better, let's be honest. Like Luke was probably mishandled, and did JJ set something up? Yeah, but Ryan had all the creative freedom to, once they found Luke, he didn't have to be like, man, go away, and then die.
Yeah.
At the end, like that's not what that's not what JJ necessarily set up.
And I think it was kind of maybe half that. Maybe, they find him on the island and he's reluctant. He doesn't want to go. Then he ends up coming with them and, and actually training Rey. And, you see him. We could go into creating fan fiction as much as we want. But, like, seeing Luke use the Force more, like stuff that we see in Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah.
There's things that, like, the tree. I had a lot of expectation for like that Force tree thing where the books were.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was cool.
It was a cool. It was a cool tree.
It was a cool tree, and I liked the whole.
I would
background
eat lunch in it.
Yeah.
I would hang out in it and have a lunch or something.
Yeah. I wouldn't burn it down.
I would not either.
Yeah. Also, those books. We gotta go back to those books too.
Yeah. There's a lot that we have to go back to.
Yeah. So that's another thing. What's in those books, and how is that going to change 9 at all? Because that's literally an open book. You're leaving someone a literal open book because, they looked at like 2 pages or something of one of them, and didn't really get much out of it.
Yeah. I think it can go both ways, man. I think you need good creative minds, but and I think Rian Johnson is that. But I think you need a stronger direction, and I just think that there's like super basic things that have been mishandled. And
especially with keeping the story cohesive.
The story cohesive. They shouldn't. The whole thing is, I think they started it in the wrong place. Like, I would have gone to, you know, Luke's academy. I mean, I guess maybe they want the mystery of, you know, how it all happened, and they wanted the galaxy in disarray again. I mean, I get it.
Yeah, they want that, like, in the end, that's the twist. They want that one twist that everyone wants to know, like, the actual destruction of that academy and who the Knights of Ren are and who all that stuff is. So that's like, that was a big teaser, but we didn't go into that at all in 8. And I think that was a misstep personally, but you could.
It can
right
still. There's
saying
still
it's
space
like,
for it to be redeemed. Like,
yeah.
if we go into 9 and 9 happens and JJ blows us all away and there's, you know, some big twist and we find out who the Knights of Ren are and we find out, I mean, maybe a little bit about Snoke somehow and everything gets tied up nice and there's a nice bow on it, then, you know, great. But as it stands now, I mean, it looks a little bleak, right? Like, are we going to get, like, how are they going to tie this up in a way that's satisfying? Mm-hmm. And then, Luke, Leia, and Han, you know, after however long it was between 6 and 7, they never even shared a scene together. Right?
Yeah.
Like, come on, that's a big misstep, right?
Yeah, that would have been a good scene. That, like, any scene with all 3 of them together would have been great, and that's the one, like, a sad part. And then also just the Luke not being like being able to physically interact with Leia, you know, in real space. I mean, I guess that was the same because he was projecting his body or whatever, so his brain was there, whatever. Yeah. But for him to be actually present there would have been even more powerful, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, the force projection thing was impressive if you look at it in the force, you know.
It was very impressive. But, and I understand what Ryan was going for, like, this action, you know, gave hope to the galaxy again, and, mm-hmm. you know, Luke became a legend, and it's, like, poetic, and it's good, but, you know, ultimately, is it satisfying? I'd have to say, probably no at this point, you know, but...
It's like, it makes sense, but it's not as satisfying.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to go into this next tweet that gives us a little bit more of an answer here. So, someone at Blackbird's Dance says, Mangold Boba Fett movie equals worst idea ever.
False.
But Mangold replies. Go for it.
Mangold says, "Look what I got from a self-proclaimed lover of life. Seriously, Blackbird. Chill. I'm making a period car racing movie with Christian Bale and Matt Damon. No Mandalorians involved. Stop reading so much gossip. Bummer." And then a little bit of virtue signaling at the end. "Oh, and in my opinion, children in cages equals worst idea ever."
Nice try. Can't both be bad? That was the next one.
You bitch. No, one of them is not like the other.
The children in cages and Mangold directing and writing a Boba Fett film, I think they're about the same, right?
God. I mean, come on, man. Like, why even bring that?
Yeah. I mean, it's dumb on both ends. It sucks that, I mean, that's pretty much confirmation that it's not happening. Or at least it's not happening right now.
Yeah.
And then also that this car racing movie might be actually coming once a month.
Wait, what?
It's stupid joke. Menstruation joke.
Oh.
Period car racing, because it's a...
period car racing.
Yeah, it's just so...
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Thanks.
Not an adult or anything.
Yeah, I missed that on the first time around. The replies are pretty stupid. Can't both be bad, of course, the first one. And he responds to a lot of people.
It seems like only if it's negative.
Yeah. But if you were to make a Boba Fett movie, it wouldn't be the worst idea ever. In fact, it could be the opposite.
Oh, okay.
You know
Mark.
what? I agree.
I agree at Mark Hatz.
Thanks for reminding us of the real issues that should be upsetting us. Fuck you. Give me Boba Fett.
Wait, Flint still doesn't have clean water, and Puerto Rico is still in desperate need? Puerto Rico's always been in desperate need.
Ugh. R-rated, make an R-rated Boba Fett movie. This guy says, "Yes, please, Daddy."
R-rated Boba Fett.
If you do end up making a Boba Fett movie, can you please include multiple disintegrations? Bravo. Bravo.
That is at Jan Terry Rocks, and his name's Jeremy Mullins. So I don't know where Jan Terry. Who's Jan Terry? Is there like a cool person named Jan Terry? Is that someone that's famous?
I don't know.
Should we look up who Jan Terry is right now?
I have no idea if there's a person named Jan Terry.
Let's see. Okay.
It's American singer-songwriter Ave Maria.
This one's called Losing You. I could get with this. Like Cruising USA music, kinda.
Yeah, like windows down, like.
It's got like the Alice in Chains double voice type thing going on, but except one of them's not on tune whatsoever.
Ugh. Yeah. And her voice does not match her appearance.
Oh, okay. Interesting, yeah.
Well, I guess this guy's... Oh, God. Is this a joke, or... I don't think it is.
This is 1993. Nothing was a joke back then. She probably paid a ton of money for this. Well, it's on JT Records. I don't know what that is, but it's like a real... Oh, let's go to these comments. I honestly admire Jan Terry. She's got spunk and an underrated talent.
I don't know. Ooh, she has the voice of an angel.
Ooh. She's got spunk. But let's not get too crazy about the talent part. Adele has talent. Jan Terry has, well, let's leave it at spunk.
In the comment underneath, Yeah, my spunk from my balls. Never change, YouTube.
Now our show's just reading YouTube comments.
Now she's like riding on the back of the
That's
like
not
some
safe at all.
mullet guy's bike, or just by like some shitty puddle. She's like,
Yeah, it's like a drainage ditch. Her pants, like, just, they're all the way up. Like, they are at her belly button.
oh look, some a cringe channel like uploaded it. Hope and Cringe 2018. Yeah.
I want to see her rendition of Ave Maria.
Ave Maria.
I wonder if it's gonna be like an upbeat, like. Oh.
Oh God. This has got to be a joke, right? Oh Jesus. Oh my God.
What is going on? There's a man with just he's wearing boxers and he had angel wings and he was smoking a cigar, I think. There's a pimp.
Whoa, dude, this is one of the weirdest rabbit holes.
That's my dog barking, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, thank you, Twitter guy, for. Oh my God, what
That's
the
a big
fuck?
black baby. Oh, now, okay, there's no way this is serious.
Yeah,
What
this
the
has
hell?
got to be a joke, right?
This woman is flying around like a like Leia.
Yeah. Oh my God.
No, this is perfect.
What the fuck?
Are they gonna shoot her down?
I kind of hope so. Oh no, she's. Whoa.
Oh, she's defeating them with her like pink death rays, or they love rays.
I think they're love rays, dude.
Put down your guns.
Yep.
Pick up your flowers. You're like, what? What is this? I've never seen one. They're dancing
Oh my
with fire.
God. This is fucking wild, dude.
This hit my button. That's my... If anyone wants to know what makes me laugh, it's this. It's exactly
Dude, what the fuck?
It's exactly this. There's NSA. She just destroyed an NSA satellite.
Oh God.
The angel guy's in socks. I like his socks.
You know what? Thank you, James Mangold. Thank you, Twitter user. Wow. My God, how did we get here?
Oh shit. He's got a gun. Is he gonna kill her?
They're tripping out. They're like, oh no. He's up here.
Where did my gun go? Oh, whatever. I'm a robot that's kind of limply dancing. Okay.
Ooh, man.
Is making this video even more sacrilegious than us making fun of it?
I'm gonna say definitely.
She can get it though. Look at her dancing. dancing in the clouds.
Good lord.
This freaking Mr. ISIS over there. DJ ISIS.
Brent says, "This is my college application essay. Just this." Atheist Bible Study Podcast says, "That feels right. Just exactly right."
That's Jan Terry. I am
Wow.
just subscribing right away. Excuse my Christmas.
Oh no, I don't know if I can. From new album, Wild One.
Ooh.
What?
Did you say, "Where's my potato at"? I still don't know.
Where's my potato head?
Christmas we love, New York City, lights on the Statue of Liberty. Shop on Fifth Avenue, buy gifts, that's all we can do. Butler is gone, but Kevin is there.
This woman's never seen this video. There's no way that she's not serious and then they're joking with her. Is this a thing where where she's like half serious or not? Like, oh my god,
what the fuck?
This Christmas, when we're away, we know you miss us.
It's like
All I can
Microsoft
say
Paint
is excuse my
animation.
Christmas.
Yeah, like,
But God is
my god.
What is that monster in the background?
and now there's lots of mistletoe.
Oh.
around.
Oh,
After Santa,
my god.
Travis
Oh,
Now
now
she's
we're in
in-
space. Yeah.
hang with the
It's
Now
like
we're in
on
like
the
Windows.
Tron.
Yeah, Windows 1998 or something.
Santa, I won't be naughty no more. Not like last year.
Naughty?
or the year
Naughty?
before.
Naughty?
Hang my stockings and hope with some gifts. I have so many presents on my Christmas list. In Spanish they say Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad.
Back to the
this
hook.
Christmas. When we're away, we know you miss us. All I can say is excuse my Christmas.
Excuse my Christmas. Now there's two of
I
them.
love
No.
the cold, I love the snow. And you
This is getting weird when it's hitting those like sharp and like minor keys right now.
Yeah.
We spend with our friends each and every way.
So this is pretty much exactly how our what's it called? Our shit show is gonna go. Josh and Stefan's shit show.
Pretty much.
You know what? All we have to do is bring up Twitter and just fucking take it. I'll start talking about meat, and we can get on Twitter. And I mean, look what. Oh my god.
I guess we probably shouldn't use all of this.
Yeah. Jesus, this is
Okay.
something.
Anyone who's like just listening to this, it's still probably funny, but
Go to YouTube and look up Jan Terry.
I'm just gonna put the links in the description of this podcast.
This is like, whoa. Oh god.
Oh, things just
Here
got
we
weird.
go.
Countdown to Happy New Year!
Uh-oh. Is it weird that I'm kind of scared?
She's gonna like lift up her shirt or something.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, wasn't that bad? Wow.
Okay.
Holy shit. 1996? How long has this lady been retarded for?
She has been active as a retard for 25 years.
Good lord.
Oh
Well-
my god.
That was something. So yeah, special sneak peek. Peek.
Sneak peek.
Special sneak peek.
That will be our snake prick. Wow, we are horrible people. And I love it.
Wow. That's all I can really say is wow.
And all I can say is, excuse my Christmas.
Excuse my Christmas.
Seriously. Excuse my Christmas. Alright. Do we have anything else Star Wars to talk about now? Did you have one more
check.
thing?
Let me check. Is there anything?
Excuse my Christmas, but do we have anything Star Wars to talk about? I'm going to use that all the time now.
Excuse my Christmas.
But
I don't think so, man. Let me double check though. No, not really.
No? Okay. Well, let's end this show with Jan Terry's Rock and Roll Santa on Chic A Go Go.
Chicago Go.
Chicago Go.
I don't know if
And now,
She's
and
from
now
Chi-Town.
her very fabulous Christmas record, Rock and Roll Santa, our very special guest, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Jan Terry.
This was filmed with a calculator.
She doesn't look too much different.
She really doesn't.
And it's not that she aged well, is that she always looked like an old woman.
Yeah, she always looks horrible.
What is that elf? That tall black elf in the back.
Demon elf.
Rock and roll Santa. Rock and roll Santa. Alright. Until next week. We talk about other things.
Excuse my Christmas.
Excuse my Christmas. Christmas?
Christmas.
Christmas?
Excuse my Christmas.
Alright.
Good night.
Good night.
Christmas all around you. Weather's starting to change. It's getting cold and snowy. Santa's too busy jamming to worry about tonight. Rock and roll Santa. Rock and roll Santa. Really, really rocking tonight. Rock and roll Santa.
Terry, that was fabulous. Thank you for sharing a Christmas song with us. Now, if we wanted to buy this Christmas song on a record, where could we get it?
Tower Records, Best Buy.
Oh, yeah. So it's out on record.
Yeah, it's out on cassette.
It's on a cassette. And are you working on a record right now?
I'm working on a album, CD.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be on that album, too.
And when will the album be out for us to buy?
After January, so probably maybe about February.
And I love your sort of classic 60s pop style and songwriting. That's so great. Do you perform your songs live ever?
Yes, I do.
And where could we see you do a show?
Well, I've been at the Possum Pub in Melrose Park, but you just have to look for me.
Do you tour around some?
Not as much. Mm-hmm. I will be.
And can you tell us a little bit about the Jan Terry Orchestra here? Who do we have here?
You have,
Calumet City.
Fabulous. And on our left here?
North Pole Santa.
North Pole Santa. You were laying down some mean licks there, Santa. Was this a true story? Did you really see a rock and roll Santa come into your house?
No. It's not at the house. It's at a store.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't listen carefully enough to the lyrics.
That's okay.
Thank you so much for joining us, Jan Terry, Santa, Mr. City, and the lovely orchestra behind us. We hope you'll stay and keep dancing with us to a true... Oh, we need everybody to come on up and join us because we're going to rock right into the next song. A true Christmas classic. Here's Curtis Blow doing Christmas rapping. Thank you, Jan Terry.
Okay.
Woo!
You know what's going on?